live at the North Rink here at the rinks in Hauppauge, New York for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell joining you with Rowan Laddick on the camera here tonight. And we start off with what should be a good one. It was 6 months and 1 day ago on March 19th when the Connetquot Sayville Developmental Division Thunderbirds defeated the Kings Park Commack Developmental in the championship game in an absolute thriller in which the KPC team came in as the favorite. The Connetquot Sayville team was the Cinderella story. Snuck into the playoffs. Not their best regular season. 12-10-0. 2 games over 500. You'll take it. Third place. And they knocked off the top-seeded Chiefs of East Islip in the shootout in the semifinal. And then dominated the early portion of the championship. A 3-0 lead in that one, led, of course, by Logan Dietz, who is no longer with the team. We'll talk about some of the players that both these teams will not have this year and some of the newcomers. And KPC made things close, got 2 back, but the slipper fit for the T-Birds. And we're just about set warm-ups concluding here on the North Rink. First of 3 games here tonight. Developmental hockey, of course, gets things started. And then we have 2 freshman matchups. West Islip, freshman Blue, who are back in action after a game last night. Usually, especially early in the season, teams have at least a few days off, if not around a week. But West Islip going back-to-back nights here. They'll face Middle Country, and then to close out the evening, Ward Melville versus Smithtown Hauppauge Blue in more freshman action. Step aside for the national anthem. When we come back, starting goalies and the puck drop on the other side. You're tuned in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Welcome back here for Puck Drop on the LI Sports Network. Looks like we're skipping the anthem tonight. No problem. It'll be the home whites for Connetquot Sayville against the Road Maroons of KPC as the puck is down. And we are underway. KPC going right to left. A quick offside here against the Knights. Look at the starting goalies. Starting for Connetquot Sayville, number 31, newcomer Grant Cowder. Looking to pick up his first win of his young SCHSHL campaign. No easy task against the Knights on the other side. Down the other end will be Jack Antico for KPC as this one fired out by the T-Birds all the way down. We'll go for an icing. These 2 teams met a total of 5 times last season, if you do count the playoff game. 4 regular season matchups, the first 3 of which were won by KPC. And then the tide began to turn in that last regular season matchup on March 1st. And Connetquot Sayville won that one, and then, of course, these 2 teams destined to meet each other in the championship. Puck cleared down the ice. Skating into this one is Maddox Bermudez. Keeps it moving, held in, and swung around the boards. Catching up to it will be Dylan Martella. Martella swings it towards the front, knocked away. Sklar gets to it, and Zachary Sklar fires it just wide. Rebound from the corner, nearly banked in off of Cowder, but he has it under his pads, gets the whistle with 13:39 to play here in the opening period. Off the face-off, controlled by KPC. Shot off the outside of the goal. Puck comes around to the near side corner. Held in at the point by Marchese. Marchese slips by another. Drops it off on the far side. Good interception there. Connetquot Sayville has some room to try and clear. Backhanded up the boards. Getting to it, Jonathan Katsonis moves it out to center, not much further, turn right back around. Marchese tried to leave it for DeMundo, who now gets to it and swings it in. Ryan Donnelly from behind his own net, sidesteps one defender and chips it back out to center. Getting to it, Zarnecki. Comes back to him in the neutral zone. Mason Zarnecki gets turned around. 19 in maroon, loses a handle. Look out, the breakaway. Connetquot Sayville doesn't go. Antico with the stop. He denied Antoniou, who tries an outside chance off the outside of the goal. Rebound fired wide. Joel Antoniou with the best opportunity of the game so far. Possible numbers here for KPC. Centering pass doesn't quite get through. Chip back out to center. And a collision just inside the blue line. We play on, and Connetquot Sayville comes back out to center. Skated over the line, unable to handle it cleanly is Matthew Fielding. As the Thunderbirds defense makes a change. This comes back into the zone where it's played for an offside by Katsonis. And we get the whistle with 11:32 left here in the opening period. Scoreless so far. Developmental hockey between Connetquot Sayville and Kings Park Commack. It's Mason Broxmeyer. Took a spill right before the draw. He's okay. We play on. His team wins the faceoff. Nicholas Pulis has some room. Pulis sidesteps one. He's into the circle. High shot. Save made. Rebound available. Another stop. Cowder strong here early. Shot fanned on, still ends up on goal. Where Calder will put his glove on it and get the whistle. Great opportunity. You see the speed on display there from Pulis. Gonna get it to go. Face off. Win shot. Looked like it clanked off the bottom of the post. That close to the opening goal for KPC instead. Puck fired down the ice. Just wide, ends up on goal once again where Antico will cover. So we mentioned, of course, a lot of turnover at every level here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Players changing teams, changing divisions as that shot deflected. Stick save Antico. Rebound towards the front, knocked back out to center. Of course, the champion Thunderbirds. Logan Dietz, Chase McManus, Nate Tansey, their top 3 point getters all gone from last season to this season. Dietz 44 goals, 13 assists. McManus had 22 points, Tansey had 20. And same thing on the other side for KPC. Their top point getters, Tuazolo, Rauch, and Carbett. leaving KPC behind as they have a 2-on-1. Great defensive play. Puck still available and a good right pad save by Cotter. Flipped out. Look out. Could be a breakaway. Skated into Antoniou. His second attempt. Save again by Antico. And he holds on. Antoniou sees he's behind the defense. Calls for it. Good pass. Strong back check as well by Pulis. Didn't make it an easy opportunity. Still got a shot away. Antico with the stop. Around the boards, this one goes back out to center. Cullinan takes a tumble. Delayed offside here. Looks like no one wants to play. Cullinan gets back on it. Hits the ice again. Could be another on-man rush here for KPC. Skating it ahead. Turns into a partial 2-on-0. Great save by Cotter. And then a takeaway. But Connetquot Sayville recovers and gets it back out. Chipped around Katsonis. Turned around again by KPC. Good stick at the red line. Now with some room to skate. A backhand try off the outside of the goal. Comes back out to center. That's DeLoa. Errant pass there. Taken back by KPC. Had numbers. I don't think they saw Schinkel moving up the ice there. Driving towards the net wide open. Was Pulis taken away and Connetquot Sayville. 3-on-3 up the ice. This is Burns. Left the puck behind the blue line. Who wants it? It will be Kings Park. Commack getting to it. And Charlie Remsen, 94. He's had himself a pretty good shift here so far. Had a couple opportunities down the far end. Couldn't quite catch up to that pass. Puck fired back out to center. Turned back around by Connetquot Sayville. And here's 61. Antoniou has a step to the outside. Not an easy save to make. But Antico falling back into his goal made it. KPC looking for an exit route. Antoniou held it in. Only for a moment. Now Schinkel back in. Flips one wide. Big rebound. Bouncing puck behind the net. Marchese tried to center. Is picked off by Cameron Haggerty at the blue line, up in the air and then back out to center where Pulis gets to it. Hacking away at it are the Thunderbirds and they get it out. Sklar will get to it. Halfway through this first period, still scoreless, 0-0. Both teams a couple chances. 2 breakaways for Antoniou as well for the Thunderbirds. Couple saves, a chance in tight off the outside of the goal. Puck from behind the net cleared back out to center. Pulis, first one on it. Connetquot Sayville completing a quick change as that one fired in just shy of the red line. This will be an icing against the T-Birds. .6:17 to go, first period. Our socials, our man running our socials tonight, Gabe Takuri, in the building as well. With updating our Instagram stories and such, keeping everyone up to date on the action. Behind the net, Sklar. Centers in front, backhand shot made it through. Say Cotter, wraparound try, doesn't go. Cullinan had his pass block. So sweeps it towards the front, it ends up behind. And now Martella sidesteps one. Puck handled dangerously through the slot, but it works out. And here's Rasilowicz. Bring it back in. He lost the handle. Stays with it, though. He's helped out by Konstantinos Katsonis. Does come back out to neutral ice, where it's backhanded back in by Fielding. Gives a bump to Marchese and ends up on the stick of Fielding. Couldn't get it around Pulis. And the puck comes back out to center. Dangerous pass. Marchese the steal. Marchese trying to turn it into a breakaway. And he will, and he scores! KPC strikes first. Puck pinballing around in the neutral zone. And he just takes advantage of it, has just enough speed. Blocker side. Perfectly placed shot. Good start here for the Knights. Just under 5 minutes left in period number 1. This one settled by Haggerty. Bumps it in. Getting on it is Zarnecki. Mason Zarnecki off the boards, held in for a moment. Now back out to center. Knights bring it back in. Errant pass. Fired right back where it came from. Now Katsonis for Haggerty. To the corner it goes. Bermudez hard around. Held in. And then Haggerty makes sure this one gets out. Will it have enough for icing? Dies in the circle? No. Haggerty, no curling player. That shot on goal. Stick save. Looks like we might have our game's first penalty upcoming, and we do. Against the Knights, it's a hooking call. See who it's on. I believe that is Schinkel. Wait for the official score. Jake Rocco. The breakaway goal. And it is Henry Schinkel in the box. So Rocco gets the first KPC goal of the season. And looks like someone arrives out of the locker room here for KPC. Reinforcements. It's Danica Herfel. Skates over to the bench as she joins her team. KPC now going short-handed, and they get to the puck and fire at the length of the ice. Good opportunity here for the Thunderbirds to get this game tied up. Skated up the ice by Fielding. Fielding to the circle. Turns back, flips one towards the net. Antico fights it off and is able to jump on it. No rebound. Good start here to the SCHSHL season, getting underway this past Monday. Just about a week old. Almost every team has played their first game so far. It's been nothing short of intense, and we've had some good games. Donley skates back. Backhand to the head. Gives up possession, though. And Sklar will send it back down the length of the ice. Zachary Sklar did have an assist in the 5-1 semifinal win for KPC last year over Sachem. Look out, Antonio, nice move. He's in, and another save by Antico. third breakaway chance. This one didn't look like it was going to be, and it turned into a partial mini breakaway right there. Nice move right at the circle. And Tico with him the whole way. And has denied him every time. Still 50 seconds left here on the penalty. Herfel loses an edge. Skated out by KPC. Haggerty puts a check on. Now some possession time in the O-zone. That was short-lived. Haggerty with the takeaway. Uselovitz skates it ahead. He has Antoniou with him. 2-on-2. The trailer's Katsonis. Great defense, though, by the Knights. Held in by Haggerty. Puts it behind the cage. Antoniou. Double teamed. Left it behind. Uselovitz. Couldn't quite handle him. That should do it for the penalty. Skated out to neutral ice. And the T-Birds are 0 for 1. 100 seconds left here in the period. Katsonis chips it out to center. Skated on by Pulis. Finds a lane up the left side, cuts towards the middle. Pulis couldn't settle it. A backhand try, save. And it's held on to by Calder. That was another opportunity for Jake Rocco, who has the lone goal so far. Looks like we have some confusion here on the Knights bench. Head coach Daniel O'Donnell calling over the official. Looks like everything's sorted now. Face-off controlled here by the Knights. Zarnecki from the point flips one wide. Rebound centered in front. Great left pad save by Connor. Gonna take another look at that one next chance we can. Looks like there was a lot of net to shoot at. Final minute of the period. Puck brought back in here by the T-Birds. Donnelly couldn't handle it. Cleared back out to center. Donnelly. Katsonis. Burns leaves it to Jonathan Katsonis over the blue line. Tries to center it, picked off. Could be numbers here for KPC. Nearly a breakaway. Now it's flipped ahead. Half a minute to go. Pulis. Good defense that time. Centering pass, picked off. Just 20 seconds left, but it is numbers here for Ryan Donnelly over the line from the circle. Save, rebound, chip back wide. Antico made the initial stop, had some help on the rebound. Last chance, Zarnecki with 5. Has a step to the outside. Zarnecki scores! It's a buzzer beater for Mason Zarnecki. And that'll conclude the first period. 5 seconds left when he picks up this puck. And he just uses his speed, wards off the defense. See the shot. That's a Kucherov move right there. And he slid it off that right pad and into the net. So that'll do it for the first period. It's a 2-0 lead for Kings Park. Commack will be back for the second momentarily on LI Sports Network. Welcome back for the start of period number 2 on the LI Sports Network. 2-0 lead for KPC. Brady Campbell with you, joined by Rowan Laddick. It was a 1-0 lead. Jake Rocco on the breakaway just before the midway point, or just after the midway point of the first, got the scoring started, and then with about a second to spare, even though it did run out the clock, Mason Zarnecki turned what looked like a nothing play into a breakaway and was able to slide it past the goalie Grant Cotter, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Knights after 1 period of play. Now it's Herfel over the line. Has a few teammates driving, opens up. Nice feed, a shot saved, knocked out of the air. Clean play, no high stick. While Cotter recovers to make the save, and it's cleared back out to center. Schinkel. Antoniou over the line. Sidesteps Herfel, good move there. Pass blocked. To the point it comes. Haggerty holds it in. Herfel, the shot block. Skates it ahead. And a good recovery there by KPC, or excuse me, by Connetquot Sayville, to stop that potential 2-on-1. Here comes KPC 2-on-2. Taken back out to center. And skated on by Fielding. Antoniou had it knocked off his stick. Haggerty steps up, couldn't get it. Herfel skates around another, picks it up onside. Danica Herfel cuts back in the corner. Opens up, pass blocked by Fielding. He swings it up the board. Zarnecki was waiting for it. Throws one towards the goal off the outside of the net. Spins it back towards the front. Knocked away. Herfel from the slot, and just getting enough of it was Cotter. Chip back out to center. And Zarnecki gets to it. Schinkel. Big hit delivered at the line. Getting knocked down to the ice was Charlie Remsen, and that allows Fielding to bring it ahead. That was Haggerty who delivered the hit. Martella skates it back in for KPC. Fanned on the shot. Fielding with the takeaway, just puts enough on it to get it out. Schinkel back in. Schinkel turns around, one backhand try, loose. And knocked out of harm's way for the moment. Another backhand shot, left pad save. It ends up back on goal, where it's covered by Cotter. And that play reminds us of this play towards the end of the first, just before the final minute mark, when Cotter made this left pad save. Otherwise, it could be 3-0. What a stop that was. Both goalies have played well so far here in the early going. Pulis has a teammate driving towards the front. Great defensive stick. Almost put it into his own goal, though. Nonetheless, great play by Bermudez. Puck free in the slot. Goes to the corner. Swung around by Cullinan. To the point it goes. Unable to clear it, Ruselovitz. Donnelly, backhand try, gets back out. Pulis flips it on. Remsen over the line. Tries to knife his way through. Good stick, Donnelly. Held in by Sklar. Donnelly dealing with a teammate. And the stick handle his way back out to center. We get a whistle, I believe. We have another penalty coming up. And we do. And Zachary Sklar will be going to the box. Didn't quite see the call. Might have been cross-checking. We'll get the official call here in a moment. But an opportunity here. Down 2 early in the second for Connetquot Sayville. on the power play. This is Sklar for cross-checking with 11:19 left here in the second. Fired out by KPC on goal. Cotter will leave it for Haggerty. Moves it to Fielding. Fielding and Antonio. Antonio up the ice, but he couldn't get it to him. And now Rocco. Tough angle try. Same a big rebound. And it ends up back on goal where it's covered by Cotter. So strong short-handed start to this kill for KPC. Couple chances towards the goal. 10:43 left here in the second frame. Zarnecki. Excuse me, that's Schinkel. Fires it behind the net. Look out, wide open is Rocco! And that shot may have been deflected. It ends up over the goal. Lost in coverage right there, wide open. Jake Rocco nearly at his second. That one would have been short-handed. Halfway through this penalty, not much going for Connetquot Sayville. Down the ice this goes, it'll be icing against the T-Birds. Face-off will come back down near Grant Cotter. Does have 2 goals allowed, but has made some great saves as well for this defending champion team. Who certainly had the odds stacked against them going into the playoffs last year, but pulled off a couple upsets, including against Kings Park Commack in the championship. Cleared out once again. Half a minute left on the penalty, and Cotter thought about moving it, but he's forced to cover. Very good aggressive penalty kill that Kings Park Commack has. Shot from the point, slowed down, and ends up wide of the goal. Some room to skate here for Connetquot Sayville. Puck a bit too far, however, for Jake Gasek. And that'll just about do it here on another power play for Connetquot Sayville. They come up empty again. Comes towards the point, however. Now they set up here offensively. It's Burns, Nathan Burns. Moves it to Fielding. Now Donnelly with a nice move, flips it towards the front, ends up wide. Schinkel, Herfel, stops it, clears it, puts enough touch on it to avoid an icing. Puck held in here by the Knights. Backhand try, blocked by Burns. Fires it up the boards. Antonio couldn't get it past Zarnecki, who fires it wide. Backhand pass blocked by Donnelly. And Donnelly gets around another. Pokes it ahead. Antonio from the outside, blocker save. Antico hasn't been all that busy as of late. Good save there. Zarnecki. Now Schinkel up the wing. Schinkel towards the middle, in and out of the glove of Cotter. Rebound to the slot. Turnaround shot. Save. Cotter. Rebound. Somehow stays out loose in the crease. And it wouldn't go. Another golden opportunity. Net front scramble for KPC. Couldn't capitalize there. Another shot and tight score. It's a 3-0 lead. Is getting on the board here, Alexander Pelk. moments after that net front scramble doesn't go. Pelk, tough angle, no problem. Sneaks it short side there under the glove. This is offside against the Knights. Just past the halfway point of the period in the hockey game. Reminder, coming up next, Middle Country and West Islip freshman hockey on LI Sports Network. More freshman hockey closes out the night. Following that, Warren Melville and Smithtown Hauppauge Blue. Sklar brings it in. Centers it towards the front. Will be handled cleanly by Broxmeyer. Spins it back around. Haggerty. Flipped in the direction. Broxmeyer gets clear in foot race here. Pulis will win it. There's a 2-on-1 foot race there, but Pulis using his speed to get back. Turn right back around. And to Niu, what a stick by Pulis, and he clears it back out. He's had himself some game on the back end. Now he moves it to Sklar, who dumps it in. Haggerty, first one to it. Up the boards, Cullinan tries to center. Burns picked it off. Katsonis playing the body that time. Couldn't clear though. Pulis picked it off. Pulis couldn't step through. Takeaway and breakaway. Fielding all alone. Forehand. Couldn't get it to go. And Tico stayed with him. Not sure if he made the save or not, but did a good job there to keep Connetquot Sayville off the board. Pulis shot muffled by Haggerty. Centering pass off a skate. Look out here, could be another potential breakaway pass a bit too far for Katsonis. Jonathan, that is, and that's an icing. Connetquot Sayville has had their chances, cannot capitalize though. Jack and Tico having a solid first start here in the opener for KPC. Face-off back to Schinkel, knuckle puck. Poked wide by Rocco. Delayed penalty coming up. It will be the third power play upcoming for Connetquot Sayville. This will be a trip. And this game not quite out of reach just yet, but sooner or later, Connetquot Sayville is going to want to capitalize on these power play opportunities. Dylan Martella will sit for what he hopes is the full 2 minutes. To the point, Donley. Shot to flex, just ends up wide. It's a slow rolling puck. Down the boards it comes. Now out to the point. Great job by KPC's penalty kill unit. They get it out to center. And forcing the issue that time is DeMundo. Almost a stick lift to turn that into a breakaway. Zarnecki hits his own man there. And here comes Rocco, cuts back. Rocco, nice pass across, a shot save by Cotter. Rebound center towards the front, picked off. Cleared to the point, not out. Schinkel holds it in. Flips one towards the net, knocked down by Donley. Minute left here on the man advantage for Connetquot Sayville. Turns over back to Zarnecki. Skates it over the blue. Takes the shot off the outside of the goal. Still available. Finding that back towards the front was DeMundo. Taken back by Delawa. And he flips it out to center. Turned around, Rocco with another chance to the circle. Rocco, stick save, rebound to the circle. Swung back towards the crease off a skate and ends up in the far corner. Fired down the ice, no icing here. But that will just about once again do it for this Connetquot Sayville power play that has spent most of the time in their own end, and instead they now take one in the power play coming up here for KPC as the shot gets blocked. And we get the touch. And it will be their first power play opportunity of the game here, already leading 3-0. With 3:09 left here in the period and a chance to extend their lead. Haggerty off the face-off, fires it past Pulis and out all the way down. Antico thinking about playing it, he'll leave it. For Nick Pulis, it's Joel Antonio for tripping. Pass a little too far. Foot race here, Sklar gets to it. Floats one on goal, deflected a couple times, bouncing puck gets out, look out here. This could be a break for Connetquot Sayville. Rusilowicz trying to pull away, he lost the handle of the puck. Turned right back around by KPC. Hammered back out. Sklar gets to it. Flips it ahead, good skate to stick that time. From Pelk. My latest goal scorer, Herfel. Puts it behind the net. Forcina. Tries to center. Pelk angled it wide. 2 minutes left in the period. 50 on the power play. Here's Sklar. Sklar tries to take the shot blocked by Rusilowicz. He's shaking that one off. Meanwhile, Haggerty, the defenseman, skates into it, trying to get by Pulis. Haggerty to the circle, lost the handle. Couldn't get a clean shot away. Pulis did just enough to thwart that opportunity, and now Sklar back ahead. Nice move, Sklar to the forehand, takes the shot right past, a big rebound, and Haggerty on the back check. Made that stop. Katsonis skates to the head. Konstantinos lost it to Pulis. That'll do it for the KPC power play opportunity there for 0 for 1 today. But they do have this 3-0 lead with a minute left in the period. Trying to make it 4. Standing save. Rebound. Forcina towards the front. Blocked, still loose. Kick back out to the high point here. Schinkel. Knocked away by Donnelly. Schinkel feeds it ahead, picked off by Burns, delayed offside. That could have been numbers for the T-Birds had that stayed in. Pulis brings it ahead. Steps by another. Pulis over the line. Looking to do it offensively now. He lost the puck. 20 seconds left in the period. 2-on-1. Bermudez centers. Pulis and Martella on the back check. Thwart Katsonis, and Martella takes the puck away. Great hustle by number 13 in maroon. And that will do it for period number 2. Not without a penalty upcoming here, I believe, against Connetquot Sayville, though we'll have to see. We'll get the penalty when we come back. 3-0 lead. The lone goal of the period coming from KPC and belonging to Alexander Pelk. See if they could close it out next. The Suffolk County High School Hockey League on the Live Sports Network. And we are back for period number 3 on the LI Sports Network. It looks like both teams will have a player in the box to start the third period. Konstantinos Katsonis, 2 minutes for roughing. Henry Schinkel, 2 minutes unsportsmanlike conduct. I believe we're going to stay 5-a-side here. And it looks like we will. So coincidental minors, puck down to the third period. A 3-0 lead for Kings Park Commack. 2 first period goals coming from Rocco, and the buzzer beater coming from Zarnecki. Sklar with a backhand attempt that gets blocked. Rocco back on goal, big rebound, score! Forcina just got enough on it, he snuck it past Cotter, and it's 4-0. Rocco creating more offense. Save, and he actually got a piece of that rebound attempt, not enough. All KPC here. He had the lone goal of the second from Pelk as well. Now Forcina makes it 4-0. Here he is again, number 10. Centers it, taken away by Fielding. Skated out by Antoniou with Katsonis. 3-on-1. Antoniou, great stick by Zarnecki. Boy, the defensemen of this KPC team having their way on these potential on-man rushes. Katsonis had Burns in front, couldn't get a pass there. And Zarnecki sidesteps one. Similar to how he scored his goal here tonight. Tries another and tried to sneak it top shelf, short side. Might have caught the pipe. Back towards the front, knocked away. Some room for Haggerty from his own blue line, clears it out. Forcina back in, off the glove of Cotter. Pass blocked. Now held in. Rocco from the slot, glove save, and Calder will cover. Look ahead for what's next for these teams. Next Saturday, a week from tonight, 6:30 p.m. puck drop. West Islip versus KPC. Will be the next game for the Knights, and then for the Thunderbirds, this upcoming Monday, 6:40 p.m. against Sachem. The Braves. Here's Herfel. Poke behind the goal. Taken back by Connetquot Sayville, but the puck ends up rolling towards the front, ends up behind the net. Wraparound try, great right pad save, and the rebound shot wide. Pelk was looking for his second. Calder adds one to the highlight reel. Pass towards the front, picked off. And Connetquot Sayville will clear. Taloa flips it in. Skated out by Pulis. Look out. Can he skate? Tries to go back to the forehand, lost it. Pelk fires one wide. Pelk flips it back into the crease. No one home in the maroon jersey. Taken back by Connetquot Sayville in the form of Deloa. Keeps it moving into Neal. Locked up by Pulis. Stays with it though, got by him. Antoniou from the circle. Tries to drop off a pass. Great defense, Zarnecki. Gets by one. Trying to turn it into a breakaway. He will. Zarnecki forehand scores. Second of the game. And another breakaway goal for KPC. Mason Zarnecki turns on the Jets. Gets by Donnelly. Little fake there and stuffs it blocker side. KPC well on their way here to a 1-0 start with 11.5 left. Once Connetquot Sayville can have another magical turnaround. A shot on, and that one stays out right along the goal line, nearly snuck it in. Another look at that just before the goal. The right pad save here on the wraparound try from Pelk. Couldn't quite get the angle to sweep it in. Nonetheless, a great right pad stop by Cotter. But despite the scores, played well, hung in there, made some great saves. DeMundo flips one just wide of the goal and heads in after it. Sweeps it back out to center. Zarnecki on this one. Sweeps it ahead, moving on in. Pass all the way across. Martella hit the post. Big rebound, doesn't go. I believe it got blocked. Still loose in the slot. Antoniou picks it up, makes a move, and he's off and skating. Schenkel over him. Got around him but couldn't find the puck. Haggerty trying to hold it in, could not. 10 minutes remaining, a 5-0 lead for Kings Park. Commack. Dangerous pass that time. Handled by Jonathan Katsonis. Over the line. Can knife his way past Zarnecki. Puck ends up back on his tape, however. Backhands one to the circle. Handled by Burns for a moment. Stays with it. Burns to the circle. Takes the shot. Save made by Antico. Katsonis from the slot trying to get a shot off. Could not. Finds it again and scores. And Connetquot Sayville is on the board. Jonathan Katsonis finds the loose change right there. Just sneaks it past Antico for the first Connetquot Sayville goal of the season. Herfel from neutral ice over the blue line. Cuts to the far circle. Being watched by Donnelly. Cuts back. Knocked off her stick on the tape of Deloa. Donnelly. Backhand to the head. Katsonis over skated. And fed back in by Forcina. Under 9 minutes to go here in this one. Herfel towards the front. Say main rebound available at the top of the crease. And it stayed out. It went right under Cotter. Right through the crease. And it remains 5-1. Bermudez sweeps it towards the slot. No one home. Forcina the takeaway. And the man breaking up the ice couldn't get it to him. Schenkel. Off the boards and out. Just past Herfel. Schenkel stays with it. From the blue line, dumps it in. Heads after her. They'll be the first one on it. Schenkel to the point. Zarnecki. Flips it, bouncing puck, unable to be settled by Rocco. Goes behind with it, wrap try, couldn't sneak it through. Stays with it. Centers it towards the front. Forsina trying to force it in. Could not. Holding his post. Cotter. Back to the blue line it comes. Held in for a moment. But taken right back by Connetquot. Sayville. Skated ahead by Bermudez. Stays on side. Sidesteps Herfel. Couldn't get the backhand shot through. Zarnecki blocked it. Schenkel pokes it ahead. Edwin Ramirez holds the line. Past the halfway point of period number 3. 7 minutes to go. Zarnecki flips it ahead. Rocco settles. He's onside. Partial breakaway save. Cotter. Haggerty didn't make it easy. Strong back check. Forced an early shot. Bermudez back in. Drop pass taken away for Forsina. Haggerty put the body on him, knocked him to the ice. Just inside the blue line. Bermudez to Ramirez. Pass on the wrong side of Katsonis. And here's Pulis. Pulis from the circle, cuts to the front and scores. He's rowing the boat and he'll be shown the penalty box for the celebration. But Nick Pulis finally on the board. Just using that speed and agility to his advantage and outweights the goaltender Cotter. So 6 minutes left, and the power play now for Connetquot Sayville after the, what I'm sure is an unsportsmanlike conduct, will be the official call against Pulis. Center and pass off a skate and into the corner. Haggerty. Hard around and all the way out. We'll slow up. Schenkel will get to it. Connetquot Sayville broke through a few minutes ago. Can they break through on the power play? They haven't had many opportunities on the man advantage. Sklar, a short-handed breakaway and a save. Rebound in the crease for a moment. Haggerty to the rescue. And Katsonis feathers it out the rest of the way. Off the boards and outfielding couldn't hold it in. Sklar with some room to skate. Over the blue line. Puck caught an edge. Couldn't quite handle it. Pelkover skates it. Numbers for the T-Birds. Fielding. Fielding has some room in the circle. Backhand try. Stick save Antico. Around the boards and Haggerty unable to hold the line. Thunderbirds touch up. Schenkel from behind his own net. Just 15 left on the penalty. Pulis set to return. And that will do it for that power play. Meanwhile, they get the whistle with 4:09 left. And it looks like a penalty here against Connetquot Sayville. So another power play here for KPC, trying to extend their lead. Shot goes wide. 4 minutes remain. Zarnecki holds it in. Check by Haggerty. Haggerty trying to clear. off Pulis' skate. Antoniou skates to the head. These two have done battle all night, and Pulis knocks Antoniou off his skates. But Antoniou, from the seat of his pants, held it in, and then Pulis knocked him down again. And now Pulis has some room to skate. Oh, what a move! Catches up to it and scores! How about that? Got to be careful after the goal not to take a penalty. He won't. But this is some goal. The little hello goodbye on Haggerty. Faked out Antico, just able to catch up to it in time. And stuff it home on the forehand to make it a 7-1 lead, his second of the game. Just 3.5 remaining. Antoniou knocks it out of midair, and Schenkel back in for KPC. Coming around, Ruselovitz has some room here in his own end. That's the red line. Fanned on the dump in, cleared back out. And Broxmeyer sweeps it ahead. Bermudez gains the zone. Flips it towards the front, picked off. And skated back on by Martella. Martella from the circle feeds it through. And Remsen, who was just out of his reach, catches back up to it. Passes it a bit too far for Zarnecki. Ruselowitz. Takeaway, sticks it into the corner. Schenkel. Touched along by Remsen. Broxmeyer couldn't find it. This will be offside against the T-Birds. 2:07 remaining. And the first of these matchups between these two this season will go to the Knights. Slight measure of revenge for the final two games, of course, including the championship last season. Doing it in a dominant way. Here's Rocco. Rocco, the wrap try. Good defense. Still snuck it on goal, and it's cleared away. Zarnecki catches back up to it, gets the wheels turning. Katsonis delayed offside. Excuse me, that was fielding. Now it's Schenkel over the line. Cuts back from the top of the circle to the high slot. Takes a shot and scores. 8-1 KPC. Henry Schenkel's got one. Great individual effort here. Sidesteps one, sidesteps another. Gets an open shooting lane, high glove. So a minute 20 left. KPC have any more left in them. Pretty satisfied with their performance here tonight. Sklar centers it. And just pulling it wide for Seeley. He had the whole net to look at. And he looked up to the rafters after that one. Would have been his second of the game. Pulis in the final minute. Already has two. Centers it on goal, covered by Cotter. Pulis off the face-off at the half wall. Nice move to Get around one. Tried to stuff it. Had the puck taken away. It's loose on the side of the goal, and they score again. I believe that is Sklar who knocked home the loose change. And it is. Looks like they're just going to run the clock here the rest of the way. Maybe we'll have one more face-off. Nope. It will be a 9-1 victory for the Kings Park Commack Knights as they start their season 1-0. A great performance by Jack Antico. 2 goals from several players, including Nicholas Pulis. Jonathan Kotsonis, the long goal for Connetquot Sayville. Forcina nearly had his second, but a dominant opening season win for KPC. A buzzer beater in the first from Mason Zarnecki as well, a beauty that you'll probably see on last night's best. A 9-1 win tonight. KPC getting their season started off on the right foot after dropping the championship last year to this Connetquot Sayville team. We'll be back with freshman hockey next. It's West Islip going 2 games in 24 hours. They'll do battle against Middle Country. For our statistician, Gabe Takuri and Rowan Laddick on camera, I'm Brady Campbell signing off. The final score of the Kings Park Commack Knights 9 and the Connetquot Sayville Thunderbirds 1. You've been tuned in to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on the LI Sports Network.